Today I'm going to share with you some training tips so that you can move forward with your training with your horse. So let's get started. So I read this quote the other day and I thought it was really, really important. There are no predetermined actions or behaviors associated with any of your aids. What does that mean to you? What it means to me is that a horse is like a blank slate, and it doesn't know that when you put your legs on, it's supposed to go forward, or if you pull on this rein, it's supposed to turn that way, or if you pull on this rein or both reins together, it's supposed to stop. It doesn't know that. There are no predetermined behaviors or actions associated with any of the aids that we are trained to do. We're the ones that read the book, not the horse, and it's up to us when we're riding a horse to make sure that the horse knows about these aids. This is also true when you are teaching a horse to lie down or doing tricks. They have to understand what it is when you do something that they have to do another action, and that is what training a horse is about. I see so many times people getting on horses and they put their leg on and wonder why the horse isn't going forward. Well, that's because the horse doesn't understand what it means when you put your legs on. They just know that you're putting your legs on and you're making them angry. But it's up to you to train the horse to understand that, yeah, when I put my legs on harder, that means to go faster. So how do you put these aids on your horse? Really simple. You have to do the aid, get a response, then do a reward. You ask, you get a response, you release, reward. And depending on what it is that you want, gives the reward that they get. So for example, I remember listening to a webinar with a woman who was teaching her horse to lie down. So she was in California, and every time she put her horse out, it would go out in the sand and roll. So every time it went out, it would roll. And when it went down in the sand, she would give it carrots. So then every time it went out, it would lie down because it would get carrots. So then she taught the horse that every time it went out, it would lie down. And every time it went out, lie down, it would get carrots. So then she put the aid on that when I touched this spot or when I tapped you with the stick, that meant to lie down. And then it got carrots. So the horse didn't know that it was supposed to lie down, but she did with sequencing and reward and release that it was taught to lie down. I just did this the other day when we put the horses through the jump chute. Take a look at this video up here, right here, where I put the horses through the jump chute. Well, really simple. I led the horse through once, gave him a bucket of grain, gave him a mouthful of grain, led the horse through again, gave him another mouthful of grain, led the horse through again, gave him a mouthful of grain. What do you think the horse did the next time it was at the start of the jump chute? It went right through the jump chute to get the grain because it knew, it understood, as soon as it went through there, it would get a reward, got to stop, and it got a mouthful of grain. So that's how you teach your horse. You request, you get a response, then you give a reward. Remember, the reward is the final picture. You have to train a sequence of events. Step one is to understand where you want to go, then you go all the way through it. If you have any questions about this, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. My name is Laura, and if you'd like to improve your riding, win more ribbons at your next horse show, or generally like other horsey-related stuff, remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Now, go use this stuff. Go hug your horse. Thanks now. Bye.